Hi friends, it's Thursday, April 23rd, and it's a good day to have a good day. So, let's take a look at our agenda for the day. It's going to be about 64 degrees, and it's a little bit chilly out there right now, but we will have some rain this afternoon. So get on out there before lunchtime or around lunchtime and enjoy yourself outside. So, as always, right? So today for art, you'll have to go to your specials Google Classroom and check to see what Mr. Davis has planned for you guys today. For reading today, it's simple. It's basically taking any of the research that you did for your countries and kind of going to find a folk tale that kind of matches up with something that you learned about your country. So for instance, if you did research on Africa, maybe you found a whole list or a whole page of information on African animals. So go and read a couple folk tales and see if you can find some of the animals in Africa in the stories. Or maybe there is a lion as the main character, or maybe that there is an African antelope as a main character in the story. So those are some things that you can look for. I did put another chart in your Google Classroom for language arts to fill out if you are that far. Hopefully by this point, everybody has attempted to try filling out one of those charts. So reading a story, looking for a life lesson or some kind of lesson that it teaches, and maybe even looking for some of the elements of the culture that it tells you about the people. So it's best if you try to read one of those stories, folk tales from the country that you research because you already have some knowledge about it. The third thing that's on our list is math. Math's Google slide is a little bit long today, and there's a handful of videos that are kind of tucked in your slides. There's a lot of slides, but most of them are just kind of like look, observe, and wonder about what's going on the slides. And today we'll end with playing some equivalent fractions game. And there is a video on how to play the game and a link on to going to the game. And so there's really no math assignment today. You don't have to turn anything in. You don't have to turn in any math thinking. You just play math equivalent games. If you need help with the dozens of eggs, which some of you might be struggling with something beyond like showing me 1/6 of a dozen eggs, and that doesn't make sense to you, please let me know. I can always set up a Zoom sometime today or tomorrow for us to kind of meet and maybe go over with you kind of like what we're learning today. For Writer's Workshop today, we are going to make balance. Okay, so when we make a balance, we're going to try to find a balance between action and dialogue. And I mentioned this in my morning hello either yesterday or the day before, where we were talking about going to a play or a musical, and you sat down in the play and people came out on stage and all they did was talk. They didn't move their arms, they didn't move anything, they just talked. And they were just words. Some of your folktale rough drafts might end up that way, where all you have is dialogue and all you have is talk, 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 talk. Or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe you go into that play and you sit down and you hear and all you do is see action. Nobody says anything. Well, you want to have a balance between the two. You want to have some quotation marks in there of people actually talking, and then you want to have some action as well. So that's Writer's Workshop, and then to end our agenda here or throughout the day, I have Zoom meetings planned. I believe we have math meetings planned throughout the day today. So keep in touch. Let me know how things are going. Let me know what you're doing, and have a terrific Thursday, everybody.